I chose to use kahili to describe my lineage, as well as kind of echoing what everyone was saying, the duty we have to not only our ancestors but our future. And I also use pulelehua, which is the butterfly. It's my personal symbol for my tutu who passed. Who passed, but it's also a symbol of rebirth for us embarking on our new journey. So thank you so much.
For me, my center is my family. They've been there through everything, and they're my support. So I made that down the side, and then this one, like Mon, is dedicated to my grandma. She also passed away, and we used to actually spend a lot of time in our own mala. I grew up on a farm, so a lot of it was yard work, just very heavy lifting yard work, pulling weeds, and so I did a lot of leaf work down at the bottom and at the top, because she's what is my foundation and the thing I'm striving for to make her proud. So thank you, mahalo.
And my personal design, I guess I'll just show it to you. So these triangles on the two edges, these are like me and my husband. These are like mountains, and we're like trying to like keep our life in line. But it's super hard, so that's why it's not perfect. But we do our best every day.
I decided to add the mountains into my kīhei because when we were asked to come up with a design, my mind just started thinking of like the ocean, and I went straight to the mountains. I don't know why. It was like really instantaneous for me. And then I thought back, growing up in Hawaii, we always know where we are based on like where the ocean is, where the mountain is, and this kind of gives us a direction. It's important to have direction, especially because in the field of medicine, we influence a lot of people's lives, and we want to just make sure that we're heading in the right direction. But for me, my family and my friends have provided this direction and this support, and I look forward to continuing this legacy as a physician.
So for my design, I picked the mailele. The mailele is strong, it's beautiful, it's vibrant. And because I come from a very blended family, I have family from New York, family from Big Island, family from UC Davis, my undergraduate college. I have my Hanai family that I met when I was a teacher in Waianae. Oh, and my Native Hawaiian Health family back here. Every single one of them, we all have stories that we can tell about how they touched our lives and helped us to get here. There's one single leaf that's kind of floating on its own. That's my Hanai sister. Her name is Shayna. There is yellow, orange, and red colors. And that's the kukuna okala, or the rays of the sun. And I think, like a lot of my classmates, aloha is part of our name, or love is part of our name, and it's the foundation of everything we do.
Well, first off, the color, it's red. I'm from Kahuku. I'm a Red Raider. That's close to my heart. On the bottom, pretty much the whole back section is filled with my family. They asked how many people are coming. I said, well, first I have 11 siblings, and they're all married. They average 5 kids. That's 55 people already. And then I talked about my family. I have 4 kids, and I have 1 coming in October. But first off, to represent them, on the bottom of my kīhei, there's 11 mountains representing firm, strong. That's what they are to me. Above them are a sun and a moon, representing my parents, who we always look up to, shed light on us, teach us. Also under the sun and the moon, there's 5 homes representing my 5 children, and the light and the guidance that I will give with my wife to them as they continue in this life. And lastly, both the back and the front is covered in rain. In the back, there's a lot of rain to represent that. Even though it rains, you look forward to that sun and the moon in the future. That light is always at the end of the tunnel. And that rain covers everywhere. it doesn't only rain on one man's housetop. And if we remember that, we always think of ourselves in a better place model.
The design for Nalu just is very obvious why it's so perfect for our class, you know.
One of the things that separates our class is really like our togetherness, and that's why we chose the ocean. Like,
Waves are unpredictable, you kind of just go with the flow, and I really didn't expect to be here.
If you take whatever comes to you and roll with it, success is waiting for you.
The most powerful part of a wave is the part that you don't see, the underneath part. And it's kind of like, you know, our class, we're like really nice and really fun, and you know, but you better watch out. Because the part you don't see, we are strong. And we come in sets.
Our class is very loving, very kind, full of life and energy, and they're going to bring so much healing to the communities that they're going to.
I think at the end of the day, our journey brought us together, and really that's what binds us together as Koka and future leaders here of Hawaii.